What's going on, guys? It's Eric again, back with another video. I got another beer for you guys today. I know I haven't done a beer review here in just a while. My DirecTV is kind of screwing up on me, so I'm going to have to probably get a service call into that and try to get that figured out. So that's kind of the reason why there's been kind of no Detroit Tigers videos. The signal keeps going in and out, in and out. So that's kind of the reason why there really hasn't been much sports content here for the last couple of days. But anyway, I'm going to get into this beer here, guys. This one comes to us from Wixom, Michigan, and I've already forgotten what brewery this is from. This is the Drafting Table Brewing Company. Like I said, these guys are out of Wixom, Michigan. This is Coffee with a Blonde. It says it's an easy drinking blonde ale made with higher grounds of coffee from Traverse City, Michigan. Okay. The coffee flavor is accompanied by a sweet finish and hints of a honey and toasted malt. 6% alcohol by volume. It says, enjoy fresh from a glass, keep cold, and do not age. So you don't want you to age this one. No date on the bottom of the can. I looked around here on the side of the can. I couldn't find a date here. Couldn't find a date anyway. If you guys kind of want to go to this brewery, the Drafting Table Brewing Company, these guys are at 49438. That's the zip code. Pontiac Trail in Wixom, Michigan. Oh, excuse me. That's the. I'm sorry. I thought that was the zip code. That's the address. 49438 Pontiac Trail, Wixom, Michigan 48393. Don't know what this is going to get into, guys. I've never heard of this company before. This must be kind of one of a new brewery around here that's kind of made a name for themselves. They're kind of around the Wixom area, and they've kind of gotten around to doing a can release on it here and getting it distributed here in the Michigan area. First beer from these guys. Don't know how it's going to be coming in here. We're going to check and see if it has coffee. We're going to have to see if it has a sweetness. And I believe it also said a little bit of honey in here. So we're going to go ahead and check to see if it has a little honey. And it may be contributing to the sweetness. You know, to me, I don't necessarily taste honey, but I taste the sweetness from the honey that they've put in and they've brewed into this beer. Sometimes you can pick up the honey taste. Other times you can't. You can just detect the sweetness on it. Paid $2.99 at Horrocks for this one. Don't know if that's good or not. I noticed the prices have been going up here in Michigan, as you guys know. The government and with everything kind of going on, especially with the coronavirus, the COVID-19 stuff, as you guys have known, I've talked about over and over and over again on this channel. I think the prices have kind of came up here, and I don't think they're necessarily going to come down to actually where they should be. But enough jibber jabber, enough political BS about all this stuff. Let's crack this open, kind of see what we get. I got my Samuel Adams glass out here. I was looking at the glass. I think we're going to have quite a bit of bubbles sticking to the side. Hashtag Dirty Glass Mafia. If you guys see it, go ahead and put it right down there into the comments, guys. All right, let's go ahead and give it a pour here. Let's see what it gets. Comes out of kind of a little bit blonde, more of a kind of to a malt licorice style coming out here. A little bit of a darkness on it here, which would kind of contribute to the coffee aspect of it. I'm going to kind of bring it right up here. All right, guys, I'm going to bring it right back here into the light. As you guys can tell, if you guys seen, I do have some bubbles sticking to the glass. The sign of a glass that hasn't been cleaned properly. I always get this. I usually put them in my dishwasher, so real no big thing there. The head has came down to a little bit less than a finger. It was probably at a finger and a half, 2 fingers, and now it's kind of dissipating. It's still dissipating down a little bit to the transparency kind of end of it, and as I'm holding it up here to the light, I'm getting very, very small ascending bubbles up here. I would say that it's kind of that translucent kind of color. I can't see right through it, but you're starting to get some kind of, I can see right through here. I very, very faintly see, at least in the bottom part. I can't see in the top part because there's too many bubbles on the glass. I can see my range as I'm kind of looking this way here. So I see my range, but it's very, very kind of fuzzy and very pixelated, I guess is probably the proper term to use here, guys. But let's get the aroma test and the taste on it. Those are the two big factors if you're going to like the beer or not. The appearance, not so much. So let's get an aroma test and see what we get. I'm getting a lot of coffee off this one, which usually would kind of make you think you're drinking a stout on this one, or a dark beer, a porter or a stout. Now that's kind of the dark beer styles. Not really picking up much on the honey. Predominantly coffee on this one that I'm getting on the nose. A little bit of sweetness. A little bit of maybe a little mineral watery smell on here. I'm getting a kind of like you're smelling a kind of a rain is kind of how you would put this. You're kind of smelling rain off into the distance, and then it starts raining. That's kind of the smell that I'm getting. That kind of the watery aroma. But that's pretty much it here, guys. Let's see how it tastes. I mean, it's 6%. I can't imagine it's going to be too thick, but it may surprise me. It might. Let's see what this beer gets, guys. All right, I'm going to throw it down the gullet. Bottoms up. Cheers, guys. Ooh, wow, very nice. Very, very nice. It's obviously an ale. A right amount of bitterness and the sweetness from the honey that I'm catching on here. I am tasting a slight bit of honey, but I'm tasting most of it from the sweetness that the honey gives off. A very nice coffee component on here. If you guys drink coffee, you're going to come up and you're going to taste this. Probably one of the first things you're going to taste is that. Actually, surprisingly has a good body to it. Now, let's probably do, again, to the honey, give it a little bit of body, give it a little bit of sweetness. Yeah, at 6%, I would expect something a little bit more thinner, but I'm happily surprised that this is kind of more on the medium end of things instead of kind of being to light medium end or even to the light end of it on here. Some of these craft beers on the 5 to 6% scale are pretty light. This one kind of comes in at a medium kind of to me. Very nicely. The coffee isn't too big on here. I think it's a very nicely done beer here. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of really the only big two components that I'm getting other than the mouthfeel, which is medium mouthfeel. I like the beer quite a bit here, guys. I'm actually very surprised at kind of what I'm drinking here. I'm going to get another drink in here, kind of see if I can pick anything else up here. But so far, I'm digging it. I'm digging it pretty good. Wow, that's good. Man. A nice beer for an evening beer or something that you're kind of, I would maybe even say this an after dinner beer. Maybe not a dessert beer by any stretch of the imagination. It doesn't give off the sweetness or it doesn't give off the imagining that you're drinking a cup of coffee or anything like that. It's a nice balance of the sweetness and of the coffee, the bitterness of the coffee kind of coming together on here. I'm not really tasting any hops whatsoever on here. There's no bitterness from the hops here. I'm actually very, very surprised by this one. I'm liking this one a lot. I'm sure a couple of people probably have already had this beer, at least around the Michigan area, could probably attest to the same things that I'm saying here. Very, very nicely done. Checking the can here, see if there's anything else I should be picking up on. They say there's a little bit of a toasted malt. I'm not really getting the toasted malt here. More or less, I am getting a lot of the coffee on here. Now, I don't know which coffee supplier that they're getting this from, but I am definitely getting a big coffee presence on here, which is a very, very nice component to a beer, especially with a blonde ale. Usually when people try to do blonde ales and they're trying to infuse coffee into it, it ends up kind of being not to my expectations. But this one kind of hits it on all cylinders for me. If I were to get a 4-pack of this, I don't know what I would spend. Given that it's about $3 a can for this, I'm expecting probably $8 to $9 for a 4-pack of this. I don't know if it comes in a 6er, but I'm assuming it comes in a 4-pack. I would pick up a 4-pack of this. I'm digging this quite a bit. I like what I taste. I like the coffee presence. I like the sweetness from the, honey. There's a burp in here from the carbonation. I'm liking pretty much everything about this beer, guys. It's an A category beer for me. I'm actually quite surprised by it. I'm going to give it a 95, an A on this one, a solid A for this one. I just like the components of it. Like I said before, you're getting coffee, you're getting the sweetness, you're getting the bitterness from the coffee. Whatever coffee company they're putting it on here, I think it's a pretty damn good coffee bean that they've got going on here. It just comes together very, very, very nice. If you guys have had this beer before, you're probably going bobbing up your head up and down and agreeing with me on this. It's not a complex beer, and I don't think it's supposed to be a complex beer. It's just a blonde ale infused with coffee. Digging it a lot, guys. 95. I'm digging this quite a bit. I'm thinking about picking up a 4-pack of this next time I go to the craft beer store. But guys, if you guys have had this beer from, goodness, I can't even remember what the brewery name is. It's so new to me. Drafting Table Brewing Company out of Wixom, Michigan. Let me know what you guys think of this beer. Is there any other beers from other beer tubers that have actually had this brewery from? Is there any other ones should I pick up? Do you guys like this beer? Do you guys not like this beer? If you've had it, go ahead and put it down in the comments down below. I really appreciate and kind of are interested in what you guys have had to say about this beer if you guys have had it. Please consider hitting that subscribe button and make sure you hit that bell notification so you guys get more videos just like this one. Guys, as always, if you've had too much to drink, please get a designated driver, guys. It's stupid to drive home drunk, and if you do, I'm always going to say my PSA always one more time. Guys, please do not drive home drunk, because if you do, you're going to get pulled over by the cops. They're going to make you do that stupid-ass sobriety test. You get a free ride to jail and court fees and then possible prison time. And then if you hit or kill somebody, you guys know you're going to be in the slammer for a while. And if you kill yourself, all you've done is hurt your family and friends and put yourself 6 feet under, okay? Just sleep off your buzz, get your car the next day. Go ahead and get the Uber, Taxi Lyft app, or Taxi Lyft. Uber, the Lyft app, download it on your phone here. Right? Put a taxi number into your phone as something that you guys are, you know, if you guys are out drinking and you don't feel necessarily good about going to the bar and kind of coming back, take advantage of those things, guys. You guys are okay to go to the bar. The cops don't want to see you intoxicated because you might end up killing somebody or killing yourself, and they want to see you guys come back home safe, okay, guys? Just please do it. Do not do it. Do not do it. Not do it. Do not do it. But take advantage of the apps that are on your phone because the $50 you spend tonight is better than tens of thousands of dollars you're spending to try to get your license back, court fees, all that sort of stuff, your prison stay, anything other kind of fees that are on top of that, okay? All right, guys, come back next time. I'm going to pull another beer out of the fridge back here. We'll see what it does. All right, guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and hope to see you guys again soon. Deuces. Take care, guys.